But don't worry, once you get this max, then these little things won't bother you anymore. Take one point off of your sanity and add 1 point to your space-time distortion thingy.
I'm going to bracelet. Everything okay, Joshua?
Yeah, come through.
Oh, does it work? First of all, the bracelet.
Yes.
Good question.
Okay, cool. I touch the wall, I guess.
He disappears too. Give me another sanity roll, Tommy. You're all alone. Clem with you. Another, says Clem, indicating the sarsaparilla glass.
Oh, I'm going to follow these guys.
All right. 1 more point will get you maxed out in no time. So, yeah, your sanity should now be 78 and your space-time built up by 2 total points, and you are now with them by putting your hand to the wall. You guys are standing in what appears to be a metal hallway. If you were to go down one side of the hallway, it looks as though it comes into a big room with a big pattern in the middle. There appear to be no exits. If you were to go the other way, you see what looks to be and this is down a metal hallway, then it widens way out because there's this bridge made of rope, old pieces of wood, and snot. And there's the horrible old man from scene 24 standing there next to it.
For fuck's sake.
He cackles at you guys. Here's his picture. He says,
It's there on the board. It's just hidden by cards.
What does that max out at, that space-time continuum?
it should be on the character sheet.
I think it's 10 off the top of my head.
I didn't have it.
You should have. It's part of the basic.
Oh, is that time space distortion?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
14 that maxes out at.
Okay.
There's the horrible old man from scene 24.
And there is what the pub looks like outside.
Yep.
Okay.
It's not a super amazing building, but I did the best I could with the sign, but I am not good at Photoshop.
I seen that dude. That's Dorkin.
Yes.
He said.
Yes, indeed.
You're out a bit.
That is correct. It appears that the bridge keeper looks like Dworkin.
Have you been to the other side?
That's how we got here originally.
Ah.
When we originally appeared here, Doc, myself, and Raslin, we appeared at the other side of the bridge. And
okay.
And when we approached the bridge, we had to answer 3 questions or get tossed.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Yes, Raslin unfortunately didn't know the answer to the question, and I didn't get a chance to give him the answer before he got flung off.
Logan, do I have new cards by any chance?
No.
Okay.
So anyway, and this is the pattern room. Now, put your hand on that panel there, please.
Why?
I want to see what it scans you as.
Oh, he shows you, here's what the panel looks like. And next to it is an empty pillar. Dink. There you go. There's the panel.
So basically when we put our hand on the pillar, that opened up on the pillar there was a box, and when we put a hand on that opened a box up, and inside was the Jewel of Judgment.
There's the pillar.
And then, so yes, and that's where we found the Jewel of Judgment.
Is that electronic?
It looks electronic.
Mm-hmm.
Can I figure out what
buttons don't seem to? Yeah, the buttons don't seem to do anything from what we can tell. It's just the hand scan.
All right, I'll put my hand on it.
Right. A beam of light suddenly comes and goes from the left to the right and back again. And then the whole thing lights up green and then goes back to the normal blue with the yellow lines display.
Yeah, it should say something, potentially say something now on it.
It says no. And then those words fade away and it's back to the blue with the yellow lines.
Am I not worthy? What's the deal?
You are always worthy, my friend. Always.
Well, it didn't say anything until you said, "Did I win?" And then it said no, and then it went back to normal.
Oh. I put my hand on it again.
Mm-hmm.
Does
It
it
scans
say
you again, and then the words appear, "Please walk the pattern."
anything?
And it flashes twice, and then it goes back to the normal screen.
Gosh, I didn't sign up for
Apparently, you
So, yeah.
did by fighting with the machine.
Hey, you're the one who decided to put your hand back on it. I didn't tell you to do that. No, you don't have to walk a pattern. It's asking you to.
The word
What?
"now" flashes twice.
Yeah. It's so. Do we need to do anything about the firewall, or is it behaving the way you want it to?
you asking me.
Well, I take your silence to mean it's behaving the way you want it to, and we don't need to worry about it. Good.
Who are you talking to? The pillar?
The entity that we are inside.
The word "now"
What?
flashes again.
We're inside an entity?
Yes, we're inside a artificial intelligence computer that was created using parts of the pattern, parts of Logos, and created out of weird bits and pieces in a shadow realm that allowed special physics and stuff to work to allow for the creation of it.
Yes.
You hear from the old man.
So, yeah.
Cool. I like computers.
The word
Yes,
"now"
so-
flashes.
So yeah, as you can see, the pattern is there that Doc created, and you can't get out the same way we got in. The only way out was to basically trump or walk the pattern and get yourself and say you want to go wherever you want to go. But yeah,
I asked the entity, I've already walked the pattern. Why do I need to do it again?
It says "now." It flashes that again.
But I don't.
the other thing you might be interested in, Freddie, that may
Yeah.
lead to your destruction
Mm.
Not really
is
interested, but go on.
hang on a second. I'm just got to see how many. 64. The 64 inert robots on the other side of the bridge.
Oh, robots.
Combat
Not
robots.
robots.
Combat robots. That some have fallen over, some are standing right, but they're all inert currently. As I said, they may lead to your death, but I just thought I just thought I would mention that they are
Why are they inert? Or were they just like that?
because they haven't been used for a long time. Maybe they're a defense, and because the whole reason we came here is that, I mean, we came here with the intent of creating a pattern, and that is something, I mean, this room was pretty much designed for it. So this is something that the entity wanted done. So otherwise it wouldn't have and so they're inert and stuff because it let us pass.
If you think you can't, you won't. But if you don't try, you never will.
Partner man,
calm
give
down,
me a
Yoda.
motivational speaking role, please.
Uh,
Where are we at here?
Oh, the skills that get picked up in this fucking game.
so are the robots on this side or the other side?
The other side.
The old man
So you would
stands
need
on
to-
the bridge waiting.
Nah.
You would need to answer the 3 questions.
I have
Yeah,
no
and you
faith in
don't
my
want to
ability.
do, and you don't want to do that
No.
because that would lead to you being deaded more than likely. Not permanent death, but reset.
I don't trust that old man.
He looks super untrustworthy as well.
Anyway, so yes,
Alright.
so now you know where the pattern is if you wish to come and walk it.
Unfortunately,
Well,
Tom has
Now,
failed
now
to
it's
fill you with
now-
motivational.
yes.
speaking.
Now this is going to be very interesting to see what happens.
what you want me to?
No. I
Or
want you
now.
to see whether or not you can act. I want you to see if you can activate your trump. That is what I'm very curious to see what happens.
I hate you both. I activate my trump
Right. At first,
in the embassy.
nothing seems to be happening, but then it finally begins to go. And 2 minutes later, it looks like it's kind of a free or a holographic thing that you could just walk into. It's so real. The other two grab hold of you because if they don't, their asses get left here forever, and they think they know that.
Mm-hmm. So yes.
All right.
You go
All right,
through
so
or
now-
no?
Yeah.
There was a computer sad face that appeared as you went away.
Well, I'm glad that worked because I believe Ghost Will is powerful enough that it could have stopped the trump from working.
Glad you didn't.
But the fact that it didn't is still means that it is allowing us free will.
Oh yay, free will.
Freedom, horrible freedom.
But I'm disappointed that it didn't actually speak about the whole firewall, at least, because it would have been useful to know if if that was what it intended or not. But it really didn't seem to be concerned about it, so we don't need to be concerned about it.
Well, no, we do.
I didn't say I believe what I'm saying.
Ah,
And yes, I certainly don't have the knowledge or the ability to do anything about it at this moment, so just gonna have to ride it out.
Freddie has his normal expression on his face of being a little confused and a lot freaked out, and so yeah.
Yeah, pretty
Oh,
much.
that was something I wanted to do.
I'm in a perpetual state of confusion.
Perfect.
All right, so we've taken care of that, and we've taken care of that, and we've taken care of that.
Having a
Right.
checklist is a hot idea.
Mm-hmm. I was pretty much going through taking care of the things I wanted. Well, the main thing was the tarot cards, getting them out the way. Which
Oh
we
yeah,
have now.
as soon as you can get how many are you still missing?
Pretty much the ones we're missing. I think there's only one there. Oh, you mean for the second deck?
That's right.
We
Probably
are
quite a few.
we are missing clear blanks. We're missing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Oh, only 7.
So
Okay.
know where 6 of
Because-
those are.
Well,
Well, they may not
it might be
because-
duplicates.
Well, let's put it this way: we're up to we've got enough duplicates. We're up to deck 5.
Oh,
So, just because some people had cards that they didn't lose, like Glenn and Dana had cards they didn't lose when the rest of us lost our cards. So when the deck started
you should be good.
recreating,
Yeah.
so but yeah,
Speaking of which, do you want me to try and teach you trumps
Yes.
now, or
yes,
as I'm not that good of a teacher, but I can
that's all
try.
right. It's neither is Doc and Mildred, but
Well, you have 2
All right.
rolls. The first will be for Holmes, and the second you can do Bargain Man.
Sure. Also,
anyway, there's something that I may be able to teach you.
Oh, really? Oh, cool. Alright.
That it depends on if you want to learn it or not, though.
I mean, I'm up for it. Alright, so teaching for Obed/Joshua. Nope. Teaching for Butterman. Nope. So is that 2 days? Just
No, that's
Oh.
1 day. 1 day.
One
You
day.
get 1 teaching roll per PC per day.
alright.
All right, let me try and teach you two something. Or actually, I don't know. Tom,
Yes.
did you learn how to shapeshift?
No.
Ooh.
Doc
Okay,
does.
alright. Yes, I know. Doc taught me how to do it. I wasn't
Oh,
sure
sweet.
if you learned how to do it or not. I don't know the circumstances in which Doc learnt it. That's all. Whether or not it was because of him creating the pattern or
Yes.
from some other. Yeah. So I think that's part of the thing of the walking the pattern, additional patterns, is that it potentially unlocks other
Oh, now I'm tempted.
pattern abilities or pattern
Uh,
related stuff. Anyway,
Doc
but
has
yes,
learned quite a bit.
yes, he
yes.
has.
Yes.
I'll get rid of that.
It sounds
All right.
like Freddy is now interested in ultimate power as well.
All right. So first of all, I will attempt to teach Freddy. Excuse me. Oh, and I will attempt to teach Tommy. Yes. All right. Now I'll attempt the ability.
This is a hard one.
This is the hard one indeed because
Anybody has cards, plus cards and stuff? That
yeah,
would be
I've got a
help.
plus 10
I have an
card on my
assistant.
laptop.
I have
An
a system.
assistant?
Yeah.
I'd throw
Yeah.
that shit. Tell them
Well,
what it
this
is.
this
play
is
it.
for you, Tommy. That I'm.
It says play before someone else has made the roll. Grants a temporary bonus to your skill, 10%.
Yep, beautiful. I'm playing a skill plus 10, so that will give you plus. That'll give me plus 20 to teach you this. Where is it? Shapeshifting. There it is.
If Tom learns it, but Freddy doesn't, Freddy will shit himself in woe.
Well, I mean, he'll try again tomorrow.
So that's plus 20 on that.
It could take
you go.
years. Oh my god. All right. And here's the copy paste for Tom. Let's see. Where did it go? There it is.
Does that go down as a spell?
I would put it under the spells, but it's kind of its own tree thing.
Yeah, it's not.
Yeah.
It's not. It's a spell, but it's not a spell. But yeah, I've got it listed under spell as well, just simply because, just to keep text, just makes it easier to keep the text of it. So yeah.
Before the day ends, I want to go to Clem's in this skin, and I want to cast Detect Pattern. I want to see if Clem's got any pattern in him or not.
Nice idea.
Nope, okay, I failed. Well, I'll try again tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
Clem just watches narrowed eyes. You're back.
Nice thinking though there.
Oh,
Also, I
there's a
checked
notebook in there, by the way.
Yeah, I checked the notebook. Anything?
The bend in the page, you're not sure. Did you put it on the right side or the left? Because it may have switched sides, but you're not sure for sure which side you put it on. Now that you look at it, it seems kind of.
Can I see if I check my memory? See if I remember if he did it?
You did not go with him. He went.
That's right.
At his
I'm sorry.
own. You'd think it's on the opposite side, though, Freddie. But you're not sure. You're not 100% sure.
I take the pencil and I write the word hello, just like at the top of the page, and I bend the top right corner of that page where hello is.
Okay.
And I look at Clem.
Addy, what can I do? Says
I'll wiggle the pencil at him. If you need something, just let me know. And I put the pencil back in there.
Okay.
All right. So that was one day. Day two.
Day two. No problem. McKay, give me a empathy roll for something as you're wandering around the embassy and taking care of some old business and a little bit of paperwork and stuff that you had logged in. God damn these new hands and their handwriting and stuff. It seems that morale is a little bit lower when the guy and the girl are gone.
Yeah.
Because they're really the hub of the wheel. You're thinking that, give me a leadership role.
Leadership.
I'm sure Obed had plenty of that.
Now, McKay used to actually have leadership.
Hmm. Well, McKay used to also have tying knots and shit. God
Exactly.
damn. Well done on your check and learn. You're thinking that you need to get them to accept you in your new form or switch back to your old form, but strong leadership is needed for this. Otherwise, eventually these spokes will begin coming off the hub and the whole thing will turn to shit.
Yep. Yep.
It'll take some time, but the PCs often like to spend months doing whatever wacky bullshit they like to do, and so
I'm
in
gonna
just
play my
time.
skill 15 on this trump making.
What are you making a trump of?
Of myself.
Okay. By the way, that's 2 days.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just so you know, usually before starting to paint a trump, it's a good idea to.
Damn it.
There you go. Before painting a trump, just say I'm going to make a trump. Because then
Okay.
we know it's not
Yeah.
just normal like half-hour painting of some
Yeah,
flowers.
sorry.
All right. So
Alright, I'll leave that for
going,
now then.
all right. So before going to bed, I shall burn off some magic points. Well, actually,
Freddy's
I'm not.
doing the next 2 days, so
Yeah, I'm detecting
um,
as well.
What are we?
Yeah.
I shall.
What are we able to
that.
do when we take a sleep? There's something
I-
we do study or something like that, or
yeah, all those special card powers and stuff that you ripped, those are going away as you guys are sitting around drawing, teaching, and McKay's wandering around mysteriously through long hallways. They have like open windows and the curtains are blowing and stuff, the white curtains, and he's stalking the hallways and such in his new, strange, slightly smelly form.
Any trump or pattern detection on Clem?
You went back to visit him again?
Yeah.
There's a little bit there, a little bit.
Of pattern or trump?
You failed
make
your
both.
pattern.
Yeah.
I made the first pattern.
Oh, you made the first one?
Oh, yes, you did too. Up there. Sorry, I
So,
missed it.
yes
Yes,
and
well done.
yes.
Trump and pattern. Okay.
That makes sense.
Okay.
As Freddy
So that
delves
was
into the mysteries of the universe, but is too afraid to walk the local pattern to become one or two with the universe.
I'm just gonna try and teach them normally now.
So
Not
this
gonna
would
make
be
the
day
choice.
4 then, because you're
Day
busy
4, yeah.
painting for 2 days and going, I must paint. Bargain Man sits around.
as
So
always.
bored. So bored, he thinks.
Yes.
How long do you want to spend trying to learn this?
I don't know. We can do it a week or something, unless there's anything pressing you guys need to deal with.
Oh, fuck.
Well,
Does
guess
that
what?
mean I can?
No.
Yeah, a fumble means you can never ever teach him the thing you were trying to teach him.
So that would be oh crap.
If only I had a reverse dice, that would be so useful right at this moment.
That would fucking seriously rock. You would enjoy that a lot.
Yes,
Yeah, I'm
yes,
sorry, I
would.
can't. Alright. And I'll try and quit my things.
So yes,
Is there any
basically,
point-
Logan, I was doing what I talked about yesterday, the web between the toes, just as a means of practicing and getting used to the ability.
Cool. Yeah. So now if it doesn't come back, then it doesn't come back. Great. No problem.
Mhm.
Is there any other skills after detect trump, detect pattern besides the extra shadow walk or no?
Detect power pattern. Did you make a
Yeah.
crit on that?
No, I'm just wondering because if
Oh.
that's the only skill available afterwards.
I
then I'm
see.
not gonna-
Then you don't have to worry about it. Okay, hold
Yeah.
on a minute. Detect. So it's detect. Wait, I'm on the wrong tree. There's a lot
Power
of trees.
pattern and then shadow walk, I think.
Give me a second. Let's see here. Pattern. Okay, so detect power pattern. After detect power pattern is so the once per day one is what you're talking about.
Yeah.
There are 4 different things after detect power pattern.
Oh, okay. Then I'll continue trying to do it.
Oh, you've already got lead a small group through shadow. So
Yes,
the
I
other
do.
ones are like analyze power pattern, detect power chaos, and detect
Okay.
power pattern for the second time in the day.
Okay, cool. So that was day 5. Do you want to do 2 more days then, or because
Who,
I
who,
can't
We'll do,
teach Bargain Man because I fumbled my thing.
hmm.
as I said, we'll do a week.
Okay.
Yeah, so two more attempts to teach McKay how to make these nifty trumps and hope not to fail.
I've got 1
Uh-huh. It's the big
painting.
roll.
I was going to say I've got a skill 10
Ooh.
if you want.
Well, my painting is better than my trump, so let me try that first. And if I make the paint, then I'll take the skill 10 for the trump. Okay.
Ooh. Yeah. Okay. Now the skill 10 for the trump. Yes. Good. Good. Good.
So I'll play the skill 10 that I traded to you.
You can have.
Play it.
Oh, it comes down to this. The last roll of an entire week. Can McKay once again reclaim the power of the trumps for his own? Or will it just be shit upon the universe?
Damn it.
No. Oh,
Shit upon by the universe. So that was a fun week.
yes.
Did anybody else did you manage to teach anybody else shapeshift or no?
Oh, you didn't.
No, I
You
should
need to
be.
teach
Yeah,
me.
I need to try it every day.
Oh, by the way, John,
Yeah.
you could be practicing your painting and sketching because you'll need those later on,
Yeah.
probably.
That's just probably a learn for me, right? Let me see.
I'm rolling crap.
Mm.
50%. Come on. Okay.
Who's this one on?
Me.
I've already.
Oh, you've
I've already
already.
taught Tom how to
Wake
shapeshift.
up.
That's right.
So
It all
this
comes
is
down to
That's
Freddy. Will Freddy be able to
3,
grow claws and maybe a
6.
nice lion mane?
there you go.
Hey,
Oh, thank you.
do you already have the
Again, if only I had a reverse dice card.
Yeah, no doubt.
Just can you copy paste the thing? Sorry.
Can do. So yes, probably that will be at learn for the art will be at learn for you there, John.
All right.
There you go.
Nope.
I like the sentence. No, trying real hard will not make up for your lack of planning ahead. Put that in because I know my group.
Neither.
Try just mash those same keys 6 more times, and that will be your full week of making penis sketches and penis paintings and posting them around.
2.
You can just keep mashing the same one. Okay, you got to check in
Yay.
that, and then just mash the sketching 6 more times or until you make it.
I'll be right back real quick.
1, 2, 3, That fumble, so I can't learn it at all now, right? It's a fumble.
No, you can,
No.
you can keep going. You just make you end up like going off the paper and making a huge penis on the wall, which then they come and paint over later. Or actually, since it's your room, they just leave it there.
I'm done.
All right. Sketching is a mystery to you. Painting, you're starting to get.
Yay.
Where the hell did I remember to take it again? Yes, I did. Yay!
Amazing.
Ooh.
I've discovered there's a mushroom that looks like an extremely realistic penis as well. So the penis jokes just keep on going. Holy crap.
I need
Yes.
to get more. I need to get more into myself. So
Mm-hmm. Many of the guards actually seem to relax a bit more when they hear the familiar Holmes violin music playing.
mm-hmm.
I want to play my. Wait, hold on. Do either of you want me to play a replenish? Because I might be able to reroll that trump if we get the card.
Um.
That was the last thing you rolled. You didn't roll anything after that?
No, I haven't rolled anything since.
Very well.
Yeah. If you want, I've got. I mean, yeah. There's depends on if we get into combat or not, but
I have no idea at the rate you guys are going. You're pretty much just hanging out around the thing trying to teach each other stuff. It's like, you guys want to go outside today? No. We live in here. We must learn to paint better. See, this is why you're not able to teach skills other than spells and amber powers and shit, because the PCs would never leave home, and that would not be a fun adventure. What'd you do? Sat around masturbating. The whole session. It's great.
Alright, so no, okay, so I won't do the replenish then if you don't want.
Well,
And that is
who has shit cards?
yeah, I was going to get rid of a couple.
Yeah.
I'll get rid of one at least.
John, what about
Might be amusing to keep, but I'll get rid of it.
While you guys do card play, I'm gonna hit the head real quick.
John, do you have any crap cards you don't want?
Just Master Researcher. I have Haste. That's a good one, right? Haste.
Yeah, haste.
And
is
have-
They're all good.
in combat.
And have NPC draw 4 cards.
Mm-hmm. That's useful to hang on to.
Alright, I guess, yeah. I mean, I can hang on to the replenish, it's fine.
Yep.
Okay.
What was I going to say?
Let's do more of these.
Do you have much money for Sherma, Illinois?
I have exactly 0.
Okay.
But we can steal some. Off by 1 Kenobi. Damn it.
Hmm.
Oh, damn it.
What is this? Just to see if you guys are getting checks and stuff?
I'm trying to
Pretty
quit
much.
one.
And hoping to crit it to get the next ability on the chain.
Yeah. Alright.
I didn't bother casting spells because it's willpower by free rolls to cast magic. That's not pattern. That's not amber stuff.
So Joshua, since you're kind of the entrepreneurial kind of guy of the group, don't know if you read the boards, but there's a group of about 100 people in Alien Post-Apocalypse who are willing to basically work in exchange for like food and bits and pieces from Burlington and what have you. Do you have any ideas what we can get them to do? They're not very skilled, so we would need to teach them anything advanced. But it's
I
basically
mean, you could use
labor.
them. You could use them for doing manual labor stuff like clearing up areas and
Yeah,
searching
but what
rubble
like
for useful
specifically?
stuff. Or I mean, if they're
Because
unskilled,
the other problem with Alien Post-Apocalypse is that there's a bit of a gang war going on.
Mhm.
Last time we went there, whoops, where's my? Oh, there we are. Last time we went there, the Cleanse was being attacked, and
excuse me.
Kim's people were trying to defend it.
Hmm.
We helped them out and all that, but yeah, basically, I'm just wondering what the benefit of the 100 people could be.
As I
Because
said,
they also wanted to go someplace else. So we could take them to MMO land or the embassy or
how?
something potentially. Group shadow walk.
Yep.
It'll take a long
Mm.
time.
Yeah.
But
You'd have to do multiple lots, but if they're
Yeah.
willing to migrate to somewhere else, don't forget taking them to somewhere like MMO land may freak them out. But
yeah. But anyway, I'm just updating you on
yeah. But
the
that's an
situation over
interesting
there.
idea, and you'd also
Yeah.
want to check with Darius and that if they wanted, if they wanted to get some
Yeah.
refugees coming in, because as you say, they're unskilled. So, but MMO land may have need of unskilled labor to,
Yeah.
because there's always setting up a civilization. There's always going to be work that needs to be done and things people trying out.
You mentioned money for Sherma. Is there anything in particular you wanted, or
Just like a compass, pair of binoculars, just
we,
stuff like that.
we can get that from Burlington?
Not the last time I checked.
There are binoculars. Oh well, maybe not binoculars, but there should be a compass at least.
No,
Oh no, oh well. Okay,
I've tried.
fair enough.
No, I basically just wanted to try and re-establish some of my gear that I lost.
Yeah. Oh,
Um,
also I need to.
like a
We've
Leatherman and stuff like that as well.
our little house in Amber that we never use. It's almost out of like prepaid funding. I mean, we'll still keep the house. It just won't be maintained. So I might need to pop over there and just pay the cleaners for another year.
Okay.
But yeah, there's still about 2 more months left.
Okay. Yeah. I'm not familiar with that place, but yes.
Yeah. Yeah. So what? I mean, if you're not familiar with that place, I can take you there and just show you what it is, so you have an idea. And then we can go do whatever after I've made the payments.
What was that? Was the Leatherman, pair of binoculars? Ah, yes, I lost a lighter, a few other bits and pieces. So I suppose the question is there anything pressing or anything that you guys wanted to accomplish or do?
Well,
Okay.
I'm just glad we're not gonna be wiped out of reality. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah. Well, not yet, but yeah. Spider-Man, you anything?
I'm game to hit up any of the targets we want, man. Let's do it.
Okay.
Okay, I got to play immediately. Feeling paranoid. If you have negative flavors with any NPC, one of them, GM's choice will do something bad to you. Ask the GM to fit it in when they have the time.
Great.
So yes.
Okay. Well, let me just how much money? Yeah, I have enough money. Yeah, I have enough amber gold to pay for another year. So yeah, if you don't mind, it'll just take like because I have trumps to there, so it'll
I was
be
going to
in
say,
and
you
out
could
kind of.
just say, I Trump there,
Yeah,
pay, Trump back.
yeah,
Then
yeah.
great, he's back. You guys
Yep.
look up, shows everybody in the same position as when you left.
All right, cool. Let me update the notes real quick while you guys decide what we're doing.
Yes. And Scott thought I was keeping track of the days just to mess with you. When you guys aren't paying stuff, like, monthly or whatever, then it doesn't matter how much time has gone by, if any. When you are, now it matters. Rents, staff, etc.
You guys any good at ranged combat in Magic Worlds?
I don't think so. Range combat?
Not particularly, no.
Okay.
Get in there.
Doc, Mildred, and I went and checked out the Snake Temple in MMO land, and there were people, or presumably snake people, shooting arrows at us, large arrows, out of the temple. So then we buggered off.
Snake Temple.
Yes,
Is it far away?
in MMO land.
And
It's
from
past the
Kinderville.
ruined. Sorry.
From Kinderville. Is it far?
Yeah, I'd have to check my notes where it was. Basically, you had to go. Where is it? You basically had to go from the Kinleyville to the swamp to Lake Raft to the jungle of hatred to the village to the crack to the forbidden jungle to Voing Lake to the ruined city with the snake motifs, then to the Thorny Wilds after a snake trail, and then to the snake motif temple.
So it's a fucking long way away. Okay.
And do you know
Yep.
the other name of the jungle of hatred, Pete?
Well, it was Freddy's jungle, Freddy's hatred, or whatever it was called.
Mm-hmm. Freddy hates this fucking jungle, I believe is the full name of it.
Yes. So yes,
Doesn't mean we can't do it.
No. It'd mean, but yes, it'd mean that we'd have to either try using the flying car to get there, or
That would cut down on a good 3-month journey there.
Yep.
Yeah, but okay. Even if we made it there, what's the plan afterwards? Because as we all said, we're not really bow and arrow type people.
I mean, I have some skill in it, not great skill. Doesn't mean we still can't kick their asses.
So before we go any further, I have a play immediately, World of Pain.
Ooh.
Everyone immediately discards all their cards and does not refill their hand.
Oh, wonderful.
Yes.
Goodbye,
Yeah,
replenish.
time to go, yes.
So yes, we have no cards now.
Perfect.
So anyway, yeah. So there's that. That's an option if people want to go kill stuff, as an example. That's not necessarily
Well,
taking
with
on a
no cards
civilization.
now.
Yes, that's
Yeah.
right.
Cards? Who needs cards?
I do.
Get behind me, Freddy. I shall
Okay.
lead the way.
Yay, meat shield. I mean, what?
There was something else I was curious. They got smaller towns, but we don't know what they're up to. You got the elves in the woods.
Oh, yeah. And I think I know which ones you're referring to. Yeah, all kinds of shit out there. Of course, life is much, much easier with a flying car.
Yes.
Or a giant
I-
flying Zardos head.
Yes, which
Hmm.
neither of which we can control.
I
Right.
mean, I can fly as a hobby, but
No.
It's better than I can fly. As long as you don't make a really bad mistake and don't disengage the autopilot and have the flying car just crash, killing all its passengers on board.
That's
how many
happened.
more months, or sorry, how many more days of power does it have left? The flying car.
Um, it was about another 3 weeks, I think.
Oh yeah,
So
plenty of
that's
time to
minus.
get there and back again if you want
So
to.
it's
Yeah.
minus 1 week then. So it's
Yeah,
what,
or
2
go
weeks?
somewhere else if there was somewhere else in MMO land you wanted to check out.
Um. Hmm. Let me check the map real quick.
Cruising around MMO land, and then the car falls out of the sky. It causes the silicon gel to rupture and catch fire in the battery. Everybody's on fire now, screaming so merrily.
Has anyone investigated the trees with the seed pods in them?
That make the weird noise.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were the bulls. They were them bulls things. So on the trees, right? When we did
But
show off, we thought that was all. We saw them.
the what?
Yeah, I don't think there was anything particular about them besides them making weird
Yep.
noises.
Cool.
Let's go where we have never gone before.
Shows the three of you trooping into the ladies' restroom. Yeah. Also, with your musical skill, Holmes, you're thinking some of those may make interesting musical instruments. The seed pods.
Yeah.
It's one. Unfortunately, it's one of those kind of instruments like the tambourine where you don't need a lot of musical skill to play it. You just got to have some enthusiasm and try not to do it too often.
Well,
Rhythm.
well, if you really want to fight
No.
something, no,
Not particularly.
The difference
I'm
between
just,
games with XP and games without XP.
I'm just saying, there's a tentacle monster in the sewers. If you
Boy,
want to get rid of that,
that's a nasty piece of work there.
yeah, I would play immediately.
Perfect.
The gods hate you. Thank you. I refill my hand. The
Woo!
gods hate you.
Woo! See, now he's got cards and he's willing to go again.
Yay! That's easy to say.
So, was there any areas in the sewers that you hadn't finished exploring?
There was 3. There was a tentacle monster. Well, 4. Tentacle monster. There was a corridor with this kind of acidic gas that we couldn't get through because it would burn your skin off or something, and that was being caused by some kind of creature, but we don't know where it is or what it is. There was this cabin with these grabby monsters in it that are in these holes. We didn't manage to get past that. And there was this kind of a river that goes into what we assume to be some kind of waterfall, but we couldn't really see it. The river was quite fast, and we didn't have a boat with us. So there was 4 different, and there was also a sign that said danger, don't go beyond, or something like that. Oh, there's also For some reason, there's a train in the sewers. Not quite sure why. But it's stuck.
train.
It can't. Yeah, it can't go anywhere. It's stuck.
I know
It's a yeah.
in what was Red Carpet, there was an abandoned subway station with a couple of carriages or something.
Yeah, it was a coal train, so maybe that's what it was. I don't know. We went inside. There was nothing
Okay.
special about it, but yeah. What else was there? There was the blue. No, no. There was the blue crystals.
Yep.
That you might want to ask the miners to mine, because they needed your permission. Because they were a bit antsy about that. They might be worth some money or something to someone. Um, what else was there?
I say uncharted territory.
I mean, yeah, there's a few options.
Well,
So,
McCabe has even more options too in uncharted territory.
Yes.
Though he may have forgotten because he's got a lot on his plate. And
Say a
he's
couple of things. Say a couple of things. Roll the dice, and where they say is where we go.
Oh, and the one thing we can't really do because I don't think any of us are quite so magically inclined is the gate in the sewers, the mushroom gate. But yeah,
yeah,
can't go.
hang on a second. Bear with me one moment.
Yeah, sure.
Sorry. Just got a dog barking at me. Got to go deal with it.
No worries.
So you two can work out discuss amongst yourselves. But yeah, so I mean, there's the other thing is like Beastkin exploring some of the territory around St. Angeles and stuff like that. That hasn't really been done as far as I know.
Well, sure, we can do that. Why not?
Yep. Game on. Let's do it.
Okay.
So we just need to get geared up for it.
Yeah. Let's have a look around this and then.
There's a lot of like not only in Beastkin but Genovia outside of the cities there has not really been explored much. Let's see. The fuck is Beastkin? Very Western. I know. Sewers. What the fuck is it? MMO Genovia. Is it in Genovia? No. Where's my Beastkin map? Logan's going through panic right now.
Ah!
Okay, let's check in the old stuff I scrapped and see if it's in there. Oh, wait, let's check in here. There's apparently not a lot outside of the Beastkin lands that Logan knows about. Where did it go? We don't know. Hmm. Right. I will work on that. I thought I had a map. Maybe it's gone.
Yeah, I was going to say, you did used to have a map.
I don't know where it went. I will make a note on my notes because I've got like some key places and stuff, but where is Beastkin fucking map? Hey, right.
It's not heat car, is it?
Well, that'd be the Genovia stuff. If
Okay.
you go outside of Heka and Melwicks and
Yeah,
stuff, yeah, I've got stuff there. You can go explore that if you would like.
The problem is time.
Well,
We have no vehicles.
outside of Beastkin also is going to be a major time suck.
Yeah.
And pretty much exploring without vehicles, major time suck. And you guys don't know how to ride a horse. And I'm not even sure if you know how to drive a car.
I could drive car.
There you go.
Oh, there is a car in Beastkin,
Mm-hmm.
but it's not really helpful.
No.
This is a map, so yeah. Well, what was this thing about the undead army, by the way? Just remind me in Gothic. Why is there an undead army?
Because the guy from
Outside of Gothic is another place to explore, sure.
Well, except for the undead army out there.
Well, you can't have it all one way.
Yeah, like what's up with that? Why?
Why? Because
Yeah.
once upon a time there was a Shadow Academy where in a pocket realm where there were students and teachers, and that
Mhm.
the Shadow Academy got severed off from everywhere else, and for whatever reason the headmaster became a lich and turned the teachers into ghouls and the students into zombies.
Yep, I
And then
know
he
about that.
and then he
Yeah.
managed to get out of there and back to Gothic, and where he's now wreaking havoc. And the Shadow Academy, the Shadow Council, for whatever reason, has not dealt with it.
So Gothic is in trouble.
No, well, maybe.
No?
It's,
Maybe?
I mean, the Shadow Council are supposedly the most powerful spellcasters there. That's why they're the
Shouldn't
Shadow
we
Council. Laugh and
well,
point? Yes.
I mean, yeah, but like,
You have no sympathy for those people.
if we
None
help,
whatsoever.
we might get some favor from them. I'm just
Sure.
saying.
Oh, you mean besides the fact that they've seized the White Dove and seized all our funds, and that
Well, yeah, I
Sophie
mean,
and others are wanted now?
a fair point.
I mean, but that's besides the whole them letting this situation get out of hand in the first place. When the
True.
Lich and the undead originally turned up, they should have dealt with it then.
True.
And I mean, they got soldiers, they got people off doing experiments on monsters and people trying to drain them of magic essence and whatnot, tapping into gates. They got secret torture camps set up in the hills, and yes, there are nice people there and stuff as well.
Also,
But
one quick side note. Why is there a demon pretending to be Santa Claus?
because Mildred wanted to cancel Christmas, apparently.
yes.